Hello, everyone. This is Peter Palmiotti of Even Art Studio, and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my art stream, I should say. Um, so I know I got a couple of people coming in. Some might stroll in later. I'm just gonna start the show myself, and they will arrive when they arrive. So let's see. So Corey Barton is already here. Well, in the chat, and he might be not joining us right now. Hello. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm just starting up here, and let's see. Ethan Van Schreiber said he might be able to make it later, so he might pop in. Matt Barr, maybe James.
That'd be awesome.
Dean James. Richard Friend said he was exhausted, but he'll come on another time. Ryan Wynn, I'll be on his channel next month. Sunday nights aren't good for him. Yeah, I took a chance. Sunday nights are like not a lot of people around, but give it a shot.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Yeah, pretty good. I had started on a drawing last night, so when you asked me, I thought I might as well do it on this stream. We'll continue it. Maybe don't mind.
No, not at all. Not at all. Whatever you wish to do, by all means, here. World's ahead of you.
Hello.
Hey, Frank, aka
Hey,
Captain God. Welcome.
I gotta get my goggles in. But,
Uh-oh.
put my goggles on. There we go. Now it's a party.
Now it's a party. So yeah, I figured I'd do Batman. I don't know, any random character. Just figure out what I'll do. So I'll start scratching something out.
Okay.
And let me see.
I'm working digitally, so I can share my screen with you if you want. If you know how to do
Okay,
that.
Yeah.
I'll just check it up for
I guess I'll just sketch something then.
Yeah. So my internet isn't the best, but just bear with me when it slows down. I'm in a small town in Kentucky. Oh man, so good.
Yeah, I'm just drawing a monster. I don't know
Excellent.
what it is exactly, but you know.
Cool. So let's see.
Yeah. I guess this is like the first time I've met you.
Yeah. I've been a fan, and yeah, I don't know if you know me at all, but I've been anchoring comic books in September will be 30 years, but I worked from home in DC back in the 90s, mostly known for working on Aquaman when Peter David was writing it and Jim Calfuri was the penciler. That's when he had a hook.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right. Well, I'll get the drawing as well then. So.
All right. And this is what I'm working on. I started this the other day, so I'm just gonna finish it up.
Nice.
Doing the Flash.
It's gonna be Jay Garrick. Yeah, it's gonna be Jay Garrick Flash, a little sketch card. So. The Flash.
Flash.
Defender of the Universe.
I just go to my icon. Maybe use my. Otherwise, you just see in the top of my head.
Gotcha. No problem. And we have Matt.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, is this?
Hey, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Joining. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
So, I guess for those that don't know, like everybody on my channel knows Frank.
Yeah.
So, Corey, if you want to do a quick bio and tell people who you are and what you're working on.
For sure. Well, I created Kozo, so it's still on Indiegogo at the moment, but it's like a fantasy horror book. So I draw a lot of monsters, some hot-looking women, like babes and stuff. And I like to do detailed work, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really good at selling myself, so.
What is it? How to make comics.net? Is that also
How to draw comics.net?
how to draw
That's what my brother's
comics.net?
doing. Yeah.
Right.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. People know my brother. Jimmy Palmiotti.
That's sorry. Go on.
Go ahead, Corey. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, my brother has started up doing live courses recently, or like live classes, where you can join it and he'll teach you like one-on-one, just for the HDC stuff.
Oh, okay. Is that on Patreon or your website?
It's on the website. What's Matt drawing?
Well, I told some people that if they went and backed Shotgun Samurai, that I would do a drawing for them and send it to them. So I'm now fulfilling that by doing a couple of quick Shotgun Samurais. I've been working on Rock and Roll Ninja all day, so it's kind of a nice little break. Do something different for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Matt, for people that don't know of you, this is your first time on my channel.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Tell people what your project is.
Who are you, Matt?
Who the hell am I? Who the hell do I think I am? I am a co-creator of Rock and Roll Ninja, and I co-created that with Chuck Dixon and Richard Mayers.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can see my stuff on Indiegogo with the Rock and Roll Ninja project, or the Rock and Roll Ninja campaign, and I'm on Twitter, and then I have my own website, and that's robo6.net. That's ROBO, the number 6.net. So you could check my stuff out there. So that's who I am. Nice and short, nice and sweet.
Cool.
Hey,
24 eyes in the chat.
chats.
Yeah, welcome.
Hey. All right. Is it my turn? I guess.
Okay, Frank. You might as well go.
Well, most everyone knows who I am, but I don't know if Corey and Matt know who I am, so I'll just tell them.
Right.
So I'm Frank Salazar. I'm working on 2 comics, but right now I'm working on some mini comics with Captain Goggles and Masked Woman. It's the name that I use for the Turaco Creative Cast, where I co-host with Anna Robb, and we have guests. We talk about comics, creativity, and things like that. Actually, tomorrow we have Javier Hernandez coming on for the first time.
Nice.
And I
Right
made
on.
a little comic based on just on the names, but I'm creating like different characters for Captain Goggles and Massive Man. So I'm working on that storyline. I've also been working on my other character, Captain Courage. It's a faith-based uh, superhero based in uh, the real world, more or less. I mean, there's some a little bit of time travel involved, but that's just to get him to this timeline. And yeah, mostly I'm just right now I'm just drawing, sketching, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. You can find
Sweet.
me on Salazar Art Nation
Yep.
on my
Well,
YouTube channel, Turaco Creative Cast also. So that's where you can find me.
right. Yeah.
Other stuff.
Yeah, and everybody here can drop me links. Like there's a private chat. If you want to do it now or do it later, I'll make sure to put it in the video description. Let people know where to track you down online. Let's stalk you.
Mm-hmm. I dropped most of them in the chats before I came on, so.
Yeah. But it's always good to put links everywhere, so people can get to know you, know your work and all that.
Wanna get to know ya, know ya.
But yeah, this will be a chill stream, and if you guys want to talk about anything specifically, I'm open.
All right.
Yeah, I'm wide open. What's going on, guys?
The Ghostbusters trailer looks pretty good. Anyone see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the next one.
Afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it, and
We have a robot in the chat.
domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Matt, you said you saw it?
I saw the trailer, and I got to tell you, I didn't get like Kevin Smith like crybaby about it, but I got a little emotional. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, this is the sequel that I was like hoping for. Not that I have anything wrong with women being Ghostbusters. That's fine, but this felt right.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't have a problem with it?
With the women being Ghostbusters, not really. I don't care.
No.
It clearly wasn't for me. You know what I mean? So I didn't go see it. I mean, I'm sure somebody went and saw it. Not a lot of people saw it, but
Yeah, right.
I saw it years later during COVID, bootlegged. So.
What'd you think? Was it worth the bootleg?
It was worth the free download. I had to clean my cache afterwards. It was alright. There were some parts I thought were funny, and there's a lot of parts that I didn't think were funny, but okay.
Yeah. I saw it. It wasn't bad, but they could have just named it something else and not related to Ghostbusters at all, and it would have been fine. It probably would have done better.
Yeah. It's not even based in the canon world, so it's not even part of the. It's not even a sequel. It's a reboot, so it doesn't even line up with any of the other movies. So I think you can skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Dune.
Whew. Oh yeah.
Dune looks fantastic.
Yeah, everything I liked. I really don't have any kind of. The only thing that I was like, what the hell just happened? Was like the shifting helmet at the very end. That was the only thing that I was like, okay. Like I wasn't like, what the fuck? They're shifting armor? That's bullshit. But I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna trust the director, you know, because everything else looks so awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can't always tell like trailers are lousy, you know, like a lot of them give too much away, a lot of them are deceptive, you know.
Yeah.
So it's best to wait and see. But it, you know, what I saw visually was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a fan of Blade Runner. What was it, 2029 or whatever year it was?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Whatever year it was.
Whatever year. Sometime in the future, not too distant future.
Yeah, there was some really cool concepts and ideas going on, like the blindness of that guy, but him being able to see with those little floating drones. That was really
Yeah.
cool. Because they don't show. I don't think they ever show what he's seeing. But you almost think that he's just getting all kinds of like readouts on like heart rate, you know, like body temperature and shit. You know what I mean? Like he's taking it all in.
Yeah.
It almost reminded me of like, you know, like a futuristic version of what is it, Daredevil? Like,
Oh, Daredevil.
yeah.
Yeah, or
No,
Data,
he's
or not
he's
Data,
blind.
LaForge.
Right, LaForge, yeah, there you go.
I saw Jungle Cruise last night.
Oh, yeah?
Is it any good?
Yeah, yeah. It's if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, I think you'll like this. Because I was kind of like going, all right, this, you know, I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's like super wacky. It's and like action packed. Like as soon as the movie starts, shit's just going off. But it's very Pirates of the Caribbean. It's very like hyper realistic.
Yeah.
There's like some supernatural shit. It's pretty cool, you know. It was pretty good.
So supernatural stuff is very realistic. That's what you're saying?
Wait a minute, what did I say? Realistic? It's like hyper realistic. You know what I mean? It's like like Pirates of the Caribbean. But, you know.
Yeah. Just messing.
It's like there's real shit, but then suddenly they're like sword fighting on like a giant wheel that's like moving through the jungle. You know what I mean? Where you're just like.
That's just straight out of like Pirates of the Caribbean 2, right?
Well, I mean, no, I'm saying that's the kind of stuff that you'll see.
Oh,
I was using that scene as a reference. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spoil anything.
I was like, they just ripped it off.
Yeah. Then there's a guy named Jack Sparrow. Yeah, they totally.
John Sparrow.
Mickey Mouse shows up. It's really weird.
And then Jeff Bridges shows up, and he's Tron. And
he's like, I'm the dude.
He's like, hey, who's the maker? Who's the user?
Who's the user, man? Yeah, I'll probably watch Juggling Cruise. You know, I'm a sucker for just easy viewing, fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm really like excited for the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Yeah. So gonna see that.
Though I'm a little like bummed out that they're using Starro for fucking Suicide Squad. Like that would have been like that would have made everybody cream their pants if they'd used that as like a Justice League villain, you know? I mean, I'm happy that they're using it, believe me. I'm tickled pink that they're using Starro. but as like an old school JLA fan, it's like, oh, if only they like, you know,
Yeah.
had like ramped it up. That would be a great fucking Justice League.
Yeah. Except I don't know what's happening with the Justice League. I know like Flash movie is going to be good. Above and beyond that, you know, I think we're getting an Aquaman
I
too.
don't know if that Flash movie's going to be good.
I saw. Did you see pictures of Batman? Did you see the bat cycle and Ben Affleck's new suit from it? Or if there's like
Did I see?
there's set photos. I saw them today of a Batman
Oh,
on a
okay.
Batmobile, like a bat crazy ass looking bat motorcycle.
No, I didn't see those
Yeah, I
yet.
saw. So it's Ben Affleck.
So
I thought that other guy from Twilight was the new Batman.
well, that's
Dude.
3 Batmans, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's Flashpoint, so somebody is going, was that Ben Affleck or was that somebody playing Thomas Wayne for Flashpoint?
Right. Yeah, I guess we'll find
I
out.
would suggest, if you give a fuck, looking it up and finding out what it really saying. I like half remember what the article was. I was like, oh.
Okay. That's cool.
Last year,
Yeah, I was like,
I
oh,
followed
they're
a
doing
lot.
that again. Somebody's getting paid. That's cool.
Yeah, I followed like movie news a lot last year, and I totally am not into it right now. It's like I'll watch a couple of trailers here and there, but you know, all the speculation that goes around films, it's like, I'll see it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a while, I was watching like the Star Wars videos, but then I just had to stop. Like it was just getting to like QAnon level bullshit of just like this week, Catherine Kinney's gonna get kicked out, and George Lucas is gonna show up with the fucking box to help her move, you know, and John Favreau is gonna take a dump on her desk and then kick her out himself. You know, it was just like it just kept like ratcheting up, and she was never gonna leave. You know, it's just like the fever pitch. I had to just like I couldn't listen to it anymore.
Yeah. Got crazy. So, for anybody watching now or even later, I'm setting up streams for the week ahead. And I'm going to do a solo show tomorrow, but I'll have a couple of guests coming on another stream I got to set up.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm planning to stream every day for the month of August. And have on as many guests as I can handle.
So is that for that art challenge that you were talking about?
Ooh.
Peter?
Well, I'm sort of doing. You know, I'm not really like focused on it. I'm just working. But I did a past video where I said I'm going to do 300 hours to finish my comic retro.
Okay.
So that's my own personal challenge.
What?
But
what if I wanna finish retro? Do I do 300 hours too, or
no?
How can we join?
You finished Captain Goggles.
Okay.
You got 30 minutes.
Well, there are many comics, so I probably could. Because I got one of them here. I need to set up my Etsy store so I can start selling them on there.
There you go. Yeah, lots of people use Etsy. It's a good place.
Yeah. I'm sending a little bundle to Paul Pate. So I get some mini comics in here.
Oh yeah,
I'm
cool.
gonna mail that out tomorrow. Also got one for
Paul Pate.
Jim Duhan.
Yeah, Jim. Oh, there's I gotta write stuff down. I gotta invite Jim on. He wanted to come on.
Yeah, Jim's cool.
Yeah. Bunch of animators.
Yeah.
My other brother, Tony, he's out in Florida, and he used to do CGI commercials for companies, local stores and small companies out there. But that was like years ago. He's booking cruises now with his wife.
Okay.
Mm.
CGI Cruises.
No. Virtual cruises, no.
Virtual reality. Yeah.
It's like you
Total
are now
Recall.
on the planet
It's like
Mars.
Recall, right?
Yeah.
Recall.
Cool. It's $2,000 per person. Totally worth it.
Get lobotomized.
So I don't know if you guys know Richard Friend. I'm sure at least one of you does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow his channel. He's got an excellent channel.
Okay. I
On
know
YouTube.
of him. I don't know him personally, but I know of him.
Right. Yeah, well, I don't know him personally either.
He's my friend. He's my neighbor.
Got Sideburns in the chat. Welcome, sir. Hi, Frank and Peter. Don't leave our other guests out. Say hi to
Frank and
everybody.
Beans.
Hey guys.
Frank and Beans.
Frank and Beans.
But yeah, it's like
Don't start.
I met Rich. I met Rich years ago at San Diego. Always been a fan of his work as an inker, as an artist. And honestly, I'm not sure if he's been on other people's channels.
Well, he hasn't been on my channel. I don't know.
You need to up your game, Frank. Get the big names on there.
Yeah. Dang, I just messed up this piece. I got the wrong skin color. It's too dark.
Depends who you're drawing. Well, that's right, the Flash.
Yeah. I guess he's Mexican Flash.
Mexican Flash. That was a good
I
book.
saw that they said Starfire was always supposed to be African American. Did you see that? Those tweets that were trending for a little bit.
No.
They're like, look at them. They're whitewashing.
I don't think
Isn't? I thought she's an alien or something.
Yeah, she's
an
alien, but they're going, look at, they're whitewashing her, and she's always meant to be a placeholder for black people. And it was like, no, she's orange. She's an alien. Right? Like why would you have a placeholder when you could just make a black character? You know what I mean? Like, we don't do black characters, but we'll do like green people. Like, no, you have like Jon Stewart, you know what I mean? You have like black characters. Like, it's just weird to be like, no, the orange one. Yeah, she's a person of color. Yeah. Martian Manhunter, he's a person of color.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends.
Yeah,
Did you like that? Did you see that scene in Justice League? Or I don't know if you guys watched the Justice League Snyder cut.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
The whole film's basically Batman leaves everyone else to the work.
Oh, okay.
He asked all the Justice League to help him out, and then he just like, I don't know.
He drives around and shoots some shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's kind of useless in it, isn't he?
he's got his
Other than
car.
that,
You know?
well, yeah, he drives him there.
He drops him off
Batman
there.
with your car.
He like drives him over
Right.
there in his giant vehicle. He like makes tea and shit for him at some point. Like, or actually, that's Alfred. Sorry. What is it?
They really changed Batman.
You know what? I was like, what the hell are you doing? Was when he put on the goggles. I was like, what? I know it
What's this
sounds
about goggles?
such a silly. No, you have goggles, sir. You wear your goggles with pride. But when when Ben Affleck put down his goggles, I was like, what's going on, Night Owl? Like,
Right,
did we already see this already? Like, that's all. I mean, that's just me being nitpicky, but you know.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I
it is
have
what it
to.
is.
I have to see it. I haven't seen it.
Without giving anything away, I will say
I don't mind if you spoil it.
I won't go into detail, but like the last couple of sequences,
They all
last two
die.
sequences, no, I would cut out of the film. It wasn't necessary, but it just seemed like fan service. Even though I did like the, his villain sequence is all I'll say.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. Is it still on HBO?
I haven't checked, but it should be. That's where it was.
Yeah, I don't know if they were like, all right, we're going to take this off so that we could make some money off of DVDs or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, streaming services put stuff on, take stuff off, they rotate.
Yeah. They're trying to make their paper.
Yeah, no, can't blame them.
Good for them.
Yeah.
They need it.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Stop.
Corporations are people too.
Yeah. once you break it down. Yeah.
I mean, legally,
Tis true.
Anyone see the He-Man movie? I mean, cartoon.
Yep.
I watched a
mixed
little bit of
things.
it. I didn't even get to the He-Man getting killed part. I didn't even get to that. I couldn't get into the animation. Like, I liked the beginning where they were showing like the old like painted artwork from the toys. That was kind of cool. But then it got into this like cell shaded stuff that just I don't know. I didn't really like it. Like it bothered me enough that I stopped watching.
Okay.
Have you watched it, Frank?
No, I've just been watching like people reviewing them because I don't have Netflix, and if I'm gonna see it, I'll wait till the second one is on so I can just binge it all at once, and then just pay for a month and cancel afterwards. And just there's not a lot on there that really interests me, so it's not something I would want to get for the long term.
They only have 18 billion shows and movies, but not enough for Frank.
Well, there's some of the stuff that's on there doesn't really interest me. I want comics on there, Pete. I don't care if it is a streaming service. I want comics.
Well, what was it? I don't know if the HBO. Somebody's going to integrate. Netflix is going to integrate video games. That's somehow.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but at least that's what I read.
How's that gonna work?
I have no clue.
You can watch someone play the video game or
Yeah,
YouTube
I
channels.
already do that. Yeah,
It's Twitch.
I go on YouTube and watch like the latest hit, watch somebody playing it, walk through. Those are pretty fun. You know, like I like watching like Resident Evil by women gamers. It's all screaming, you know, them screaming.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Peter's into.
That's how I get my kicks.
Okay. Well, I know last time Dory was on, you're like, I like when women cuss. And now you're like, I like when they scream. Like, why we find so much stuff about you, Peter?
I like my women when they yell a lot and then lay real still. Totally joking. Just totally joking. That's like some, you know, just that's like a little fake acting. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you know, I spoke to Doria a bunch of times, and by that time it was late in the stream, and we were just getting goofy. And
She was cool.
she's like, I'm blushing right
today.
now.
Yeah.
Doria? Did she have like a little map and a backpack?
No, it's
Explorer.
Dory Jones. It's not the Explorer.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she streamed today, didn't she?
Yeah, she's always, you know, busy. You know, she had me on the other day. I was talking about my comic retro, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I missed that one. I think I was out and about, but I saw the notification for it, but I didn't.
What?
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
You knew it was coming, and you left the house?
I was like, I need to leave. I can't. It's too much, Peter. What did I do yesterday? I'm trying
to. And I'm glad you commented. Speaking of Dory.
You guys, I mean, you guys got caught, busted. That's so funny. I come in and you guys are talking about like the girl. I don't even remember exactly what was said, but like, you know how you like your women, you know. That's when I came in to this conversation, and I'm like, oh, this. And then of course Frank brings me up, and I'm like, okay, Frank Salazar.
Yeah. Frank started it all.
I'm like, these guys are cracking me up because I'm sitting here in backstage. Who
I didn't know you were in the backstage.
We're painting with Matt and Kozar and
What's
Frank.
going on?
P1 did
Frank
tell me.
and Peter, I know. Matt, I haven't met, like, legit met, but yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Were you the one making the comments about how you like your women?
No. I'm the fucking Mike Pence of Comicscape. I love my wife. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I love when a guy says life in the first 5 seconds because that's his way of saying I'm off limits.
I mean, we can joke around, but yeah, don't send me any hot dog pics. I won't send you any chicken wings.
No, I think more men should do that. There's a lot of married men out there that wouldn't even bother.
You think Mormons should do that?
There's a lot of married men out there who don't.
Mormons? What about Lutherans?
Mormons.
What about those crazy Lutherans? Those
they have
Methodists.
more wives than they know what to do with. I don't understand Mormons really, truthfully. I mean, most men can't satisfy one woman. Why would you try to like satisfy a group of them? That makes no sense to me. Sorry, Peter? Did you tell them the stand-up comedian was joining? Maybe joining. Everyone goes quiet.
No, we're listening. I want to hear what you think about the Mormons.
The Mormons. No, it's really.
We got some Mormons out here.
I've been with a few men where I know they were so good. Women would probably line up for them, but so I'm not saying all men don't know how to do that. I just don't. I don't know why anyone would willingly sign up to be with that many chicks. One of my stand-up jokes is like, if a guy asks me if I'm gay or why am I not interested in women, and my answer is always the same. Have you ever tried to bathe a cat? They're all processing that answer.
I have plenty.
They're like, what is
I have
she
plenty of cats.
This is why I have so much respect for straight men, because any man who's going to deal with us on the daily, on the regular, oh good Lord, you guys are all saints in my opinion.
Well, with the Mormons, do they just like get a bunch of wives and then stay out of the way? It's almost like they kind of like neutralize themselves.
Right.
You know, where he's like, all right, if I have one, I got to deal with some crazy shit. If I get two of them, they could just like balance each other out and I could just go to work.
Exactly. Well, like, and I have actually watched, I mean, it was a TV show of all things, and you should never really use TV.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes. Reality show is absolutely real.
It wasn't a reality show. It was that show with Bill Pullman.
Big Love.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I can see that. That made sense to me because he had kind of a difference. There was a girl for this, a girl for that, in my opinion. Like he had the regular wife, and then he had the hot young wife. You know, like right. For me, I'm such a moody person. I could totally see that. Have a different guy for the day, depending on my mood. Some days I might want Brad Pitt. Other days I just might want Woody Allen. I fucking hate Woody Allen. But anyway.
Oh my God.
I'm using him as an example. I can't say that was
right.
That was
that was insane.
I almost want to throw up in my mouth that his name came out of my mouth. I can't fucking believe I said. Anyway.
I met him one time. Well, like I say met him. Yeah, I know. I say met him. I just brought him some cold borscht. I was like, I was a waiter at the Russian tea room, and him and his little creepy family of his little adopted daughter, wife, and like their kids came in, and they're like, "Yo, Woody Allen's at table fucking 12," and it was just like, ugh. And they're like, "Yo, you got to take it out there." And so I brought him the food, and I was like, "Here's your cold borscht," you know. But that was my interaction. That was as far as I wanted to go, anyways. You know, it was like, you little creepy asshole.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess it's funny now. I'm like reflecting on what I said, and honestly, it actually fits the statement because you'd have to like check my meds if I told you I wanted to be with someone like that. Anyway.
But even with Brad Pitt, you could be like, yeah, I like Brad Pitt, but I don't want to be with Brad Pitt like every night. And so maybe you have like another girl to like tag team in there. Be like, yeah, I feel like doing it tonight, and so that's when you like, you know, schedule it out.
He is the last person on my to-do list, to be honest, when it comes to men. I have a, as Peter already knows, I have a go gay list and I have a to-do list.
Okay.
My go gay list.
What is that, like somebody you would go gay for?
Oh yeah, Lucy Lawless.
Okay.
Number one is Lucy Lawless. Charlize Theron is on that list.
Lucy Lawless, like in her prime, like Xena.
Oh yeah. Lucy Lawless now. She was in a movie not long ago where it's a B movie, kind of silly thing. It was on Netflix, and she still looks good. I'm 51, so yeah, she's still age appropriate. Anyway, but Brad Pitt, no, I use his name because that's kind of like the go-to whatever, but he's not on my list at all.
Yeah, you're more of a Tom Selleck.
Oh yeah, with the mustache. Let's make sure it's a mustache in the day. Like I want to do. If I'm gonna do Tom Selleck, we better have a mustache ride.
Does he ever not had a mustache?
I don't think so, but he's had it where it was too cleaned up, like it was too nice. I'm like, you need to let that go a little bit, bro.
Little Quincy down under, kind of brushy a little.
Oh yeah. I just had
some leather chaps, and that's it.
Right. Well, I don't. It's funny. I'm gonna just say it because I don't know my company, but I would say what I'm about to say on one of my own live feeds, so I'm good. But like Friday night on my Diva Talk, one of the topics was about masculine toxicity, and I couldn't help it. I got on my soapbox because the most toxic thing I think we have when it comes to men is men are. People think that men are liberated more than women. And it's such fucking bullshit because we live in a society where people think it's okay to tell a man how to wear his hair or to shave a beard. And in my opinion, and this is what I was talking about Friday night, unless it's required for hygiene reasons or safety reasons for a man to not have a beard, I think it's just as offensive to tell a man what to do with his fucking face as to go up to a woman and say, you need to be in a shorter dress, or you need to have more of your makeup on, or you need, to me, they're the same fucking thing and they shouldn't exist. That should not exist. Telling a man what to do with his face.
Pete, why did you tell me to shave before the stream?
I have an echo. Why do I have an echo? That's not me, is it?
I don't hear an echo from you.
I got some toxic masculinity to share.
Okay. What do you think? Yeah. Somebody else. I will totally and completely take over the conversation. So yeah, please. Like, please tell me.
So in my book, there's a band, the Rock and Roll Ninja. That's not the name of the band. That's the name of the book. The band is called Uzi Does It, and they go to a gig in the meatpacking district, and it ends up being like a bunch of like assless chap like guys, and you see them like, you know, fighting, and one guy's using his microphone to smash the dude in the nuts. Ooh. And
that's great.
So yeah, I'm just showing you a little.
Wait.
But yeah, so I sat there and spent some time.
Is that what's on the screen? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I'm showing it on the screen.
Yeah.
Who's talking anyway, by the way? Is that Matt or Rose? I know it's not Peter. I know his voice.
That's Matt.
That's Matt's
me.
voice.
Hello.
Hi, Matt. I'm going to trust you. I will get to know your voice. It's all good.
Copy that.
Do you know my voice, Dory?
Now back to what you were saying about this is in your book. You drew about assless chap guys in your book.
Well, the funny thing is so
I'm gonna have to go back.
There's a gig, right? So Chuck Dixon is the writer for this, and so we were like, yeah, we need a gig where they bust up their equipment, and that triggers more stuff in the story. Like, okay, our gear is destroyed, so we need to go do XYZ, and that continues with the story. But so Chuck Dixon was like, yeah, they get into a fight with a rough looking crowd, and he's like, and one of the guys is wearing like an S&M mask.
Okay.
Right, and so I took that and just extrapolated it as like, okay, it's like this like gay S&M assless chap like gang.
I like how you think. I'm just kidding.
Say what?
I said I like how you think.
Yeah, so I was like, how rough are they? You know, so I was just like, so they're all wearing assless chaps, and they're all wearing like these like leather masks, and they all have like really shiny cod pieces, you know, like, so it's kind of funny.
Oh God.
So one guy, he's getting his little junk smashed with the microphone.
I see that.
And then
the microphone kind of looks like a Grim Reaper thing.
Grim Reaper?
Oh no! What is that called? A scythe? It's the shape of it. My head. You were moving it as it was.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'll stop moving it.
I love that. I love the black and white. I don't really work in black and white, so when I see it, I don't know why. I always remind myself of how much I like it when I visually see it. when other people do it, but for some reason I've tried keeping my art to like, I'm even painting this piece right here and I've been told I shouldn't, but I'm going to paint it anyway. So there, I left the original. This is a copy. I'm painting a copy. I'm not going to, so I basically compromised. I decided to leave this original in black and white the way it is, inked and penned or whatever, penciled, as you guys would call it, inked. Sorry, I don't mean to make fun. I'm the fine artist that's come to your world, and I'm learning.
How dare you insult?
How dare I? I'm not.
You've done some fine art.
Yeah, I'm a fine artist. That's kind of what I've been doing for my world. And then I just illustrated a haiku series, and I'm doing a poetry collection right now. That's what I'm in the middle of doing. So to make a long story short, to make a long story short, though, I've been told by a few people that follow me that they love they love it at this stage. Some of what you were showing me, like they love it when my stuff is not colored. And I don't work in black and white. Like I like color. I don't know. It's just me. Carry on. I was just making that observation.
Yeah. I mean, we thought that the art direction for that was awesome to have a black and white because it's kind of a early 80s fanzine kind of vibe to the whole thing. So there's an art direction choice in going black and white with the zip. Yeah. Like pretty, not going too deep, not rendering it too much.
Yeah, I like that. Has like a blue tint to it. That's nice.
That's Corey. That's Corey's work.
Okay.
Oh, it's not meant to have the blue. It's just work out where I'm going to shade.
That's so rad. Yeah, like I've never, I am so super new to anything digital. Part of the whole point. The only reason I'm even going to bother doing a campaign for my haiku series is to raise the money to have a proper digital device with software.
There you go.
I really, honestly, if it weren't for that interest for myself, I'd leave my book over at Amazon and tell y'all where to go find it. So, but
what's your medium? Like when you're doing your paintings and stuff?
This is watercolors. I started when I first started doing any kind of sketching. I was a charcoal person. So, which is why I think that's probably why I love seeing stuff in black and white, because that's all I did. I did not start painting or using color with any of my work until about 7 years ago. Long before that, all I ever did was charcoal on sketch paper. I switched to being a canvas painter about 2 or 3 years ago. I stopped working on paper, and I have been doing canvas painting for a couple years, and that was my jam, And I mostly watercolors, some acrylics. I started my first oil painting this year just for fun. I wanted to see what it would be like. I wanted to see what it would be like to work with oil paint. And the jury is still out on whether I will do a second oil painting. It's not even done. Oil paint, to me, the cleanup bullshit isn't worth what you get.
Yeah, you're like dealing with like oils and turpentine and shit.
I'm like, I got no interest in It's so funny. That's the kind of toxicity I got no interest in. Matt says I got some paintings there. Yeah, so Yeah,
because I do painting as well.
Yeah.
But I do like I like to do really big paintings. Like I get paid to do. It's kind of cool. They let me do kind of what I want, but I get 12 by 12 canvases from Lowe's. And then just hang those up and then paint with house paints. But I get them picked, because I'll show up with the 5 or 6 Pantone colors that I need. So it's like I know exactly what colors I'm supposed to be using. But
when you say 12 by 12, are you talking about feet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not bragging, but like I do these things for the Super Bowl. So whenever
No,
they do
brag
like
away, man.
Good.
so
Oh,
whenever
Brag
they
away.
do like interviews, like
Yeah.
last time they did one with Gronk
Mm,
and they did one with Brady. So like when you're seeing them do the interview, there's
yeah.
like these giant paintings behind them, and
Okay.
those are mine.
Yeah. Well, you're
You can see it
talking.
on my website. So it's like I love
Nice.
painting. I like fine art. I like fine art as well,
Okay.
but I don't
Well,
really consider it fine art because I like paint to sell it. So I don't consider it fine art.
oh, I don't think that's what denotes fine arts.
What's your website?
Robo6.net. ROBO
Oh,
the
Yeah.
number 6.net.
And I was
It's in
gonna
the
say
private
brag
chat.
away because you're talking to the eccentric weirdo who up until a month or so ago laughed at people who thought that I was ever going to do anything digital or I was not going to stay in the purest world.
No, I like to go back and forth. Like my comic book is digital, but like right now you can see I'm working with a pocket brush.
Oh yeah, and I have it on my oh man, if money were no object, I have a wish list now. My shopping
Hey,
list, okay, includes, and I know I'm not going to get it right, so you guys can tell me, but it's that whatever that 102 brush thing is that you guys use to ink with. What is that called? The quill or the it's something with a sable hair, I think it
it's
is.
a brush.
Yeah, the
You
sable.
Yeah.
Make sure,
This is
Peter, I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know what it was until a month or so ago.
I'm
Anyway, go ahead.
using it's a Raphael right at the moment.
Yes.
But mostly I've used in my career. Does it say on here? Yeah. Winsor Newton Series 7, and that's this. You can't really read it, but that's
okay.
some of the brushes.
I have.
Yeah.
I'm sure that when the time comes and I actually have the money to invest in that stuff, I'll probably come to you and you guys, my experts that I keep finding. I keep finding you guys, and I'm going to hunt you down at some point. Just know, Peter already figured this out. He's like, "Oh, this woman." This woman has found me, and she's not going to leave me alone now.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Nefarious in the chat.
Nefarious!
Welcome, everybody. Sideburns 24.
Nefarious is the bee's
everybody,
knees.
everybody, hello.
Hello, Nefarious.
he just did a convention. He just did a convention, Terrific Con, and on his channel he was live streaming from it, and he was running around like a lunatic, having a lot of fun.
I watched some of it. I think I was. I can't remember exactly. I think I might have been at work, and I probably couldn't comment if memory serves me correct. But I know which one you're talking about. I'm a live feed junkie. I'm not even gonna lie. I watch a lot of live streaming.
Yeah.
You should watch me then, because I do a lot of my drawing. I do a lot of cussing though.
I love that. Cuss away.
A lot of just shit talking to myself. I'll like erase something and then call myself names and redraw it, then call myself some more names, then redraw it.
I'm pretty sure.
So a lot of self-deprecation.
I'm almost positive I'm following all of you. Maybe not Corey. I don't know that I've ever seen Corey before, but I will. Trust me, Corey. You don't know me, but I will go find you.
Still good.
I will find you.
We'll find you.
I'll find you.
I'm not going to come over and boil any bunnies in your kitchen, but I will find you.
Sounds like what's that?
It's not my bunny.
I was going to say, are you guys all too young to know what the boiling bunny means?
I get it.
If you don't get the boiling bunny reference, no, but it's one of the. Can anybody think of Fatal Attraction?
Fatal Attraction.
Yes.
Though Glenn Close.
We call that an age show, or basically it's a comment or a reference that would show someone's age if they don't know it. Can you think of another one? Can you think of one, guys?
Okay.
What do you mean? Like, do you think Joe is actually prettier than Blair?
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's like facts of life right there, right?
Is that
Yeah.
Is that a reference that's too fucking
Yeah,
old,
like
or-
if they don't know who Joe and Blair are, then yeah, that would kind of tell me that they are probably young. If you don't know who they are.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Who else? Who else had one? It's a fun game.
If
I
Mr.
just played it.
Roper,
Are you using this for material? Are you gonna like use this in your stand-up later?
No, we're not dating, so you're safe. I tell guys that I might potentially date, like single men, like, hey, listen, buddy, because I'm a poet too, right? I go, listen, if you're gonna date me, I'm either gonna write poetry or stand-up comedy. It's in your best bet to be on your best behavior and stay in the poetry. Be the guy I write the poetry about, not the guy I write the stand-up about, because that's never good. I wrote a stand-up joke about my ex-boyfriend just today.
Yeah.
Yep. Within a 2-hour span of time, he ragged on Star Trek and Ripley in the same day. And I'm like, I thought getting over this man was going to be hard, but as far as I'm concerned, he is fucking dead to me.
Just nuke him from orbit.
Like, dude, you don't know. What? I'm sorry. He just I listened. I seriously heard him, and I'm like, did he really just say some gnarly, disparaging, ratchet shit about Star Trek? He can fuck him. I'm glad we're not together anymore.
I would love. I'm always partial to 2D. Give me some
I would love to tell you
on
that's all a
show.
joke, but that's like truth, man. I'm sorry, Peter. I talked over you. I fucking do that. I hate that. I'm sorry. What did you do, Peter?
How many shows do you need about white women?
White women?
True.
That sounds so familiar. Is that a reference to something?
No, he just means
is it a reference to
2D is
cancel
not
culture?
white.
Oh yeah.
We're not canceling anything here.
Oh, it must be something somewhere. It says something in comments. Oh, I don't even have the comments up. Like, how many shows do you need? Oh, I did. Nefarious, I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention to comics. I was always part of Tootie. It's Tootsie. Nefarious. He said Tootie. Tootie. Was it Tootie or Tootsie?
Go Tootsie.
Tootie
Go.
is from Facts of Life.
Tootsie is Dustin Hoffman.
Give me Tootie.
Dustin Hoffman.
I tweeted the
Tootie's
screen.
in Facts of Life.
I want the Facts of Life one, not the Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I mean, Tootie she was the only one. And, she was.
I love Dustin Hoffman.
Her name wasn't Fruity. It was Tootie.
It was Tootie. She was also like one of the few on the show. They all kind of got heavy set too. If you watch the show long enough, they all kind of let themselves go.
And the one heavy set, they tried to like doll her up. They'd like really like cake on the makeup, but it was still just like she fucking rolled out. Like, how are you like in a like she had like a relationship with like a really cute guy, and it was like, come on. Sorry.
No, it's okay. There's a lot of jokes out there.
In the reunion movie, she had 2 guys.
Hey, I used to be a pretty heavy woman, and let me tell you, fat does not stand in the way of a man who wants to get laid.
No, I know.
Or if they find out that you're good at other extracurricular things.
They're like, so you like to eat, huh? Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I'm not on the screen because I might have actually just blushed. Maybe not. I don't know if I can be made to blush now. I'm actually, yeah.
Ryan's in the chat.
Ryan!
He can feel came and sang at my church when I was a kid, and that was weird. Welcome, Ryan.
Man. God, what did I watch? I watched that show, and to be honest, other than Joe, I really couldn't care about any of the rest of them on that show. She was the only one I really liked, and then, but Christy McNichol. What was Christy McNichol on? She wasn't on that show, right? She was on something else.
Christy McNichol.
You guys remember her? She was in the movie
Was it
Little
that
Darling. No,
Or-
that was Joe.
Which movie?
I'm pretty sure that's two different actresses. Christy McNichol was on. I don't think she's.
She
Joe.
did a couple of movies, didn't she?
She did Little Darlings, which has Tatum O'Neal.
Christine McNichol. Did she do like the Pirates of Penzai?
Maybe. She also did this sex movie. Well, it wasn't a porn, but it's a movie highly sexualized, and I'm trying to think of the name of it.
I'm trying to, and like she did it with something with the dude from Blue Lagoon, maybe. Like the old Blue Lagoon kid, the Brooke Shields
Someone
Blue
in the
Lagoon
chat,
kid.
go look it up, bro. We need to know.
We're acting like there's no Wikipedia anymore.
But Christy McNichol was on a TV sitcom. She was on a TV sitcom, but it was not Facts of Life. It was something else, and I just can't remember what.
Was she also in the movie where she had polo, but she like put a cast on her leg to make everybody think she didn't have polo, and she like went on a ski trip? Have you ever seen that one?
You mean polio?
Yeah, polio. What did I say? Polo. Yeah, she had a horse foot.
She had a horse foot.
Nefarious
Pale
Empty
Nest,
Nest.
Empty Nest
Sorry.
story. Empty Nest. Oh,
Empty
yes.
Nest.
Empty Nest. Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes,
the one.
Nest.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
wow. Yeah.
But let me tell you, okay, now, since
How old are you,
Neff? Neff, I'm gonna love Neff forever if he goes look this up. There's a movie that has the chick from Twin Peaks, right? Wasn't Twin Peaks that weird show that was but that weird director guy? You know what I'm talking
David
about?
Lynch.
Dave.
Yeah,
Yes.
the theme
Okay.
song was like bum, bum.
There's a blonde
Bum, bum.
chick, something Flynn or Finn or whatever, Sherilyn Fenn. She's in a movie that's highly sexualized, and it also has Christy McNichol in it. And you guys, I know you married guys may not agree, but you guys should all go find that movie. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'll go see it.
Really?
I'm
Oh,
very-
it's Two
Every
Moon.
once in a while, I'm like,
called
honey, do you
Jesus.
want to watch
I just-
Monster Ball?
I just remembered it. It's called Two Moon Junction, is what it's called. It's
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, it's not as good as 9.5 Weeks, but it's pretty damn good.
It's got the hunky dunky guy from 3 O'Clock High.
Yeah, Mike Tyson is his name.
Are you serious?
Or not Mike Tyson, sorry. His last name is Tyson.
Mark
Mike
Tyson.
Yeah, hey, how's it going? I'm gonna punch you in your face and make love to you.
I think I just got paint on my face. I just fucking laugh. No, what is it? Something Tyson.
He was the bully. He was the guy that he had to fight at the end
Yes.
of 3 O'Clock High.
He's also in he's the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, and he's a Delta Force
Oh,
guy in Black Hawk Down.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
He pieces out. He's like one of the dudes at the
I
helicopter.
love Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
I will butcher a fucking name, but I am like a walking IMDb.
Good, because we are gonna get along just fine.
Super
So-
duper.
Yeah. So I have a game I created. Oh wait.
Shall we play a game?
Did we all get a chance to come up with an aged metaphor that you've been aged or you just showed your aged game? I know Neff gave us one.
I played my first video game, Pong. Who can say that?
Oh, wow.
You said what was it?
Pong?
Pong?
Did you play Pong when it came out?
Like when it first came out?
Yeah.
On like an Atari? Did you get like one of those old ass Atari systems, or are you talking about like a straight up fucking Bushnell? I had one of those. I had one of those old ass Ataris.
Atari, yeah. I had the
I'm pretty
original,
sure that-
what was it, 2600 Atari system.
I'm pretty sure that
kids
Atari-
can't say,
Sorry.
kids can't say
I
they
had
played
it, but not when it
like,
first came out.
when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also had like an Activision in the house too, but they were like the graphics suck so hard that you like didn't want to play them. You know, you'd rather just like, I don't know, like fucking play with grass or something. You know, other than like playing those games. They suck so bad.
Went to
Here's
a
a
wedding.
good one. Here's a good one.
Do you
Yes,
remember the 800 numbers to call like cartoon
No, wait,
shows? like He-Man?
wait.
What do you got, Peter?
Okay, so in the home I grew up on, we had console TV, and that blew out. So we put another TV on top of it. How many people here did that or had that growing up? Like
I
Oh,
think we
old
might have
TVs
done
where
that.
we had the volume go
Yeah,
out on
that-
one television, but we still had the picture on another. So at one point, we had two televisions going because you had
Oh, yeah.
you had that one for sound and one for screen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
We had a
like,
TV, the remote
the
broke, and so
console
my dad
TV
just
was-
made us change channels for him.
Oh yeah,
Go change the
Children are-
channel.
Yeah.
Stand right
Exactly.
there. Change it. Change it. Change.
Yep.
Okay, stay.
we had one with the dial. The dial came out, and we used a wrench a tweezer.
I just had a
change it.
visual. A wrench. Yes, the knob. You
Not
lost
wrench,
the knob.
pliers.
Yeah.
The wrench. Pliers.
Like a-
Oh yeah,
pliers.
100%. Or okay,
We had TVs you could hit. You could
Yes.
Yeah.
TVs
Well, I
you
think
could
it's
smack
hard.
on the side and they get better. Yeah.
I think Atari really developed their system to teach people how to blow.
What?
The Atari or the Nintendo? The Nintendo cartridges.
Oh, yes, correct. And yes,
Nintendo.
fair point. Fair point. Yes, fair point.
Oh, yeah.
Or you start like double teaming it, where you shove one cartridge in and then you shove another cartridge in there above it to like cram it in.
I think my favorite part of that was that I said it and I just stayed quiet, and he went with it and ran with it with the Nintendo. I'm like, yeah, let me just.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm like that girl that's gonna throw. I'm gonna throw a grenade and watch what happens.
Oh no, it's cool. I live in the awkward.
Oh, good, because I will make it weird. If I haven't made it weird with you yet, we probably aren't very good friends. Okay, so we'll move on to the other game since Mr. Know-It-All about movies. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you spell samurai?
What's the other
Okay.
one?
I don't know how old you are, but here's the thing. It's called Name 5, and here's your rules. You cannot use TV, and you cannot use sequels unless the actor was in only one of the sequels. Okay? So you can use a sequel, you can use the movie in your list if the actor was only in one of them. An example, and I'm going to throw it out there, would be Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator is an example of an actor in a movie and that he was not in the sequels. Okay, anyone confused?
Okay.
Now,
No, I
name
got it.
5. Now name 5 Harrison Ford movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Name 5 Harrison Ford movies that he's in.
Yep. And you
That-
can't
but
use sequels.
only. Yeah, but
Witness.
Yeah, okay, Air Force One.
Mosquito Coast,
Regarding Henry,
Air Force,
Yeah.
Air Force
That's-
One.
Air Force
Hunt
One.
for
Right.
Red October.
That's 4.
Escape one?
Yeah. There you go. That's 5.
Oh.
All right. Perfect. Who's next? I'm gonna throw someone out there. Throw someone out there that's hard. That would be hard as Harrison's pretty hard. You guys did really act. You guys are men, so that was no offense, but that's probably why you got Harrison on first.
And I like that we were avoiding the Star Wars. Like we were like trying to like make it a little harder and go a little deeper. You know?
Well, and that's why you
Well, I
can
was
use.
avoiding.
We're like American Graffiti. American Graffiti.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a really, really good movie.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Harrison Ford is in it.
Yep.
How about
Okay, so
He's
Who
all
is
deep in it.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, what's the one where she's a fucking alien and she's eating people?
Ghost in the Shell?
No,
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell. Yes.
Ghost in the Shell. That's one.
She was in that one. Oh, man.
Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
Yep. 2.
She was in Ghost World.
Ooh, yeah. What's the
Yeah.
one she was in?
She was in Iron Man, right? Can I call that Iron Man? Is that Iron Man separate from the
There's a
Avengers?
sequel to that. Isn't it?
No, is she? I think she's in more than one.
She's in
I
it.
think if she plays that character in more than one Iron Man movie,
Think that's a fuck no.
then you
Okay.
can't use it.
yeah, no.
But she's in that movie. He's not that into you. You know that movie? He's just not that into you. She's in that.
Oh, and her,
Oh, okay.
her
yeah,
with
she-
Oh my
with-
God, that's a hilarious movie.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
fine.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. Yep. Very
Yeah.
good.
Next.
Y'all get stars.
David Schwimmer.
So.
Oh shit!
Has he done 5
Jesus.
movies?
David
I don't
Schwimmer,
know.
you son of a bitch.
David Schwimmer. Has he even done 5 movies?
I don't even know if
I mean, he was in like
Funeral-
People versus OJ. He was in Band of Brothers.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good movie.
Okay.
Funeral movie.
Yeah, I don't know any
Yeah.
David Schwimmer movies. I'll just throw that name out there.
I can't think of a single one with him in it.
New
Matthew Perry, I can think I can think of Matthew Perry, like he's in that Hitman one with
The Whole 9 Yards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The whole
Sorry.
9 yards.
What's
That's
the
a
one
great
where he
movie.
marries what's her name?
The Mexican chick?
A Mexican girl, yeah.
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek, yeah. It's called Fool's Russian.
Fools Rush In, right?
Fool's
You
Russian.
bet. You
Probably
betcha.
wasn't politically correct to say Mexican, but you know what I mean.
I think she is.
in San
It's
Diego.
alright. Oh, okay.
It's okay. I live in San Diego, so I kind of have a pass.
I'm Hispanic, so it's fine. I'm the one that brought it up. So if anyone gets canceled,
Okay.
it's me.
Well, and you know the thing is
Shouldn't
like
get
mad. What?
Shouldn't get mad when I tell her that.
Me?
No, I don't know.
It's really hard.
Salma Hayek?
Salma Hayek? No.
Salma Hayek?
No.
She doesn't get mad.
Do you know Salma Hayek?
Well, what is Salma Hayek's best movie moment, guys? And if you don't know this, I might take your guy.
I will make you my dog.
That's actually pretty good. What else?
Yeah, so Dory, my internet's going in and out, but it's okay now. The movie with Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney.
Of course. Thank you, Peter. You just proved my point. I love you.
That's what I was referencing, right? I will make you my
it?
dog. Yeah, where she has the fucking good-looking brother on the ground.
Oh, can you tell I wasn't paying attention to the dialogue?
No, yeah, it's she. Who's the good? George Clooney. She has George Clooney on the ground. Everybody's turned into vampires around her, and that's when she's like, "I'm gonna make you my fucking dog, and you're gonna be my bitch for 1,000 years and shit." Right. And he's like, "I've already been married."
Right, yeah.
So this is a good segue into my other movie game I give people, which is name the same similar scene for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Who's Jamie Lee Curtis?
Okay.
True Lies.
I know who she is.
Said that? True Lies, of course.
She was a fish called Wanda. A fish called Wanda.
Halloween.
See, that's a good
Ken.
Prom night. Was she prom night?
That's a good point. I would say True Lies is the first correct answer, but that's a good point. That A Fish Called Wanda is actually a great second moment when she's got her boobs off in that, or top off in that.
Yeah. And he's like, I actually know how to speak Russian, and she like creams herself.
Yeah, but I want to know who's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh shit.
That
was Corey.
That was Corey.
Corey.
Hey, you all seem pretty old.
It's okay, Corey. Did you know who Scarlett Johansson was?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then you're forgiven.
She's like,
you're like Jamie Lee Curtis, and he's like from the yogurt commercials.
from Freaky Friday.
You're talking about the girl who's selling the guts.
I can't even paint now. I can't even paint. I'm dying laughing too hard. This is fucking some funny shit. Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
Trading Places was good with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason I asked about Scarlett Johansson was because one of my other millions and myriads of ex-boyfriends didn't know who she was, and when he said that to me, I knew it was like, we're done. You know, like, I don't understand you. Who are you?
Did you see the movie with Scarlett Johansson where she's
Black Widow?
No, it's not Black Widow. I did see
Under My
Black Widow.
Skin?
We're just gonna Under My Skin. That
No.
was so dope
Yeah.
and fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yo,
now
she's
The
like,
Mummy movie,
okay,
right?
so the movie is like she's an alien and she's picking up dudes around like Glasgow, Scotland, right? But
Okay.
like
Okay,
the inside the truck, they put some cameras and a lot of it is like just like improv, right? So they just like bring these dudes in, and so it's just like her kind of talking to them about about Glasgow and where they do and like where they hang out and shit. So it's a lot of just like weird, awkward chit chat, and
Huh.
it's awesome because then she like fucking like liquefies them.
That's so crazy. Like, I mean,
It's a strange movie.
It's so strange.
I don't understand the point in like spending a lot of time to ask someone a bunch of questions if you're just going to kill them. Why?
So she just has them like in her truck. Like first she'll like pull up, the dude will be standing on the corner and she'll pull up and say, excuse me, I'm looking for directions, and he'll start saying, and she'll go, instead of telling you, how about you just get into the truck with me and show me where it is? And he's like, okay. And then she'll say, actually, my apartment is right around the corner. Do you want to stop by there? And he'll say, okay. You know what I mean? And there's other dialogue to it. I don't want to ruin it, but it's all just like leading up to
Okay. Well,
her
I like
stripping down naked and him like following her into a black pool that then like turns into like solid, and she like is walking over him, but he's like floating in it. It's pretty wild.
Sci-fi is my favorite genre, so I'm gonna have to put that on my list. What is it called? Under My Skin. Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite, one of my, I'm a really serious critical bias person when it comes to sci-fi. Like, it's gonna take a lot for me to think it's good. But there was this new sci-fi series on HBO Max called Raised by Wolves.
Hey, Rick.
I saw the first couple of episodes of that.
Worth it, man. I loved it. I really was impressed. I was like, this is like what I remember sci-fi being when I was little, these very intricate, kind of weird to a certain degree, strange or whatever. And it's so amazing. Like, and of course, there's also the very basic point of this God versus no God concept argument has been it's a really, I think it's a cliche plot line, to be honest. But
that's pretty gnarly. They like, I guess the atheist robot is just like exploding people.
Oh yeah, like she's the most humane, of almost all the characters. Hi, Rick Sailor. It's so, isn't that weird? Like, like her, in so many ways, her character is more humane than the humans. Because she was programmed. That was her whole programming, was just to protect the humans.
What were your thoughts on the giant flying snakes?
I just, I think that it kind of reminds, anytime you do like a snake in the sky now, and it's just me, I'm going to go to that scene in one of those Avenger movies where those things were coming from the time portal and they were in the sky. And they were,
or like that old Q movie where like the giant lizard is flying around in New York.
Here's what I like. Okay, I liked the Tomorrow War. I liked it. I did. I thought it could have been too. Right. I don't know if you guys have seen it. And I don't want to spoil it, but I do think it should have been 2 movies. It shouldn't have been 1. I think they put way too much content in one film. But that's just me. I think it could have been way better as a series. So then there's that. But I'm done. I'm almost so done with creatures being reptilian. Get over it, fellas. Create something that's not a reptile creature of some kind. I'm just saying. There's got to be something else. Whoever out there, you artists that are conceiving these creatures.
Call me up. I'll draw some shit.
Think about all the monsters that have been in Alien and all of them. They're like these reptilian features.
Wait, you want a furry monster or something?
You know what I think is? I think the Phoenix is an underused creature. The phoenix is. I think the phoenix doesn't get anywhere near as much attention or as much use as it should. I think dragons are overused. What's another one? The reptile thing is overused. I don't even know what you guys have in your comic books, and now I'm like going on my little sci-fi diatribe. But anyway.
Yeah, we all have dragons in our books and shit.
We have dragons and reptiles.
Fuck dragons. You know, I mean, seriously, fuck them.
No.
Like, my book is called Dragon Sword, Song of the Dragons.
I actually love dragons. Actually, I just did my poetry book.
I have robot dinosaurs in mine.
Yeah, with zombies. Robot dinosaurs fighting zombie werewolves.
You guys are hysterical. I love you guys already. My
uncle was a dragon.
I have no room to talk. I use dragons. The dragon itself is actually, I use it in my last poetry book. It's in my world. The dragon is a metaphor. Huh?
I got a little dinosaur in my comic.
Are you guys kidding? Like, what is? Okay.
I'm not. I have robot dinosaurs and dinosaurs in this mini comic.
You're so
the
cute.
Series that I'm doing.
Well, use the phoenix in your next one, okay? Because you'll be.
I think I will, because I really like the phoenix, and my co-host she likes the phoenix too. So
well, the first time
here.
I'm sure it's not the only time. But in the sequel to Maleficent, she turns into a phoenix. That's what she turns into. If you've never seen it.
Oh really? I haven't seen the sequel.
Spoiler.
Oh, it's I know. That was a spoiler. Oh my god! I'm always yelling. I'm so sorry. I'm always yelling at people about spoilers, and I just did one. Oh shit. So anyway, I don't know. What were we talking about?
If you haven't seen Endgame, Scarlett Johansson. Thanks.
That's messed up. That's messed up. She's a dragon. Oh my god! That was
one of the Iron Man movies. Weren't they dragons?
Oh, we were talking about sci-fi's and Ray's. Okay. So here, you guys. There's this other one called Prospect, and it's probably. I
saw that one.
Did you? It's got Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. With the little girl, and they're on the island. They're on like a planet. Gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yes. That is good. Okay. That's some good sci-fi stuff.
I thought the spacesuits were really cool. I thought the like the clearly they had their type of spacesuits, and then the Russians had like their own type of like more fucking weird looking suits. That was really cool.
And I liked how they weren't brand new looking. Like they look like a spacesuit that someone had been actually fucking using.
Yeah.
Like it should look. You know, like if we're supposed to buy into this future that this is a sci-fi, whatever, however many years from now, their suit isn't going to look new.
Yeah, especially these are like bullshit prospectors. Like these are like, you know, guys just kind of like scraping. I mean, what were they pulling out of those things? They were like,
I don't know.
They were doing they were testing a pool's like pH balance, and then,
Well, I want to say it was kind of like the gist I got of I don't want to spoil it because that would be a spoiler to tell you what they were prospecting, but I think it was some kind of fine mineral that had to be removed a certain way.
Right. It was like some kind of crystal if you did it right.
If you did it right.
If you didn't, it like fizzed. It like turned into like fizzy candy.
Yes, exactly. It definitely made. Yeah, and it was. And honestly, what we just said to you guys is not going to ruin the movie for you. It really won't.
I love fizzy candy.
But and I can't think of the name of it. I don't know who's still in chat, but there's a movie. I want to say it's Justin Timberlake, but it's about time. It's in the future, and humans.
Oh yeah.
In time.
In time.
What's it? Is it? Yeah, where they like.
Yeah.
With the watch.
It's on the arm, the digital
right.
clock hours.
Yep.
Now we're immortal.
that was definitely one that, even though I think sometimes time travel or time movies are kind of overdone, I think that one was done well enough that I was okay. I could buy into it. I'm like, oh, I can get
Yeah, I
into
like Celian Gray in that. That was pretty cool.
Dory's just coming at my comment because
You
I have
mean
one where it has a little bit of
you
time
mean
travel.
Cillian Murphy. Okay, first of all, it's Cillian Murphy.
That
I'm
guy
sorry.
too. Both of them. Both
Yeah.
of them were in it.
Oh, who's the other guy? I don't know.
The other guy that I mentioned just a second ago.
You're so funny. Okay, speaking of him, the Murphy, Cillian Murphy, because I don't know who the other guy is, or if you're making fun of me, but whatever.
Hello.
Have you guys seen Peaky Blinders?
I've seen some of it.
Okay,
I haven't
I'm just
seen
saying.
Great.
And this is going to sound sexist. It's going to sound sexist. But that is the movie that all alpha macho men in the world should watch. And if they haven't watched it, then they should just turn in their guys.
What's
That's
it called?
Great show.
The guy's on, what's it called?
It does make me want to get a great like a wool suit for sure.
Oh, right, and the hat.
Yeah, I just want to carry like a leather strap filled with lead too. You know, like a little black stick in my hand. You know, just kind of.
No shit.
Hey, you got a problem with me? Smash!
That movie. Oh, I can't wait. That is one of the best. That is, in my opinion, like the best TV. And Tom Hardy in it. Oh, yeah, I'm all over it.
Yeah.
Dude, he's such a badass when he's like, yeah, I fucked guys. You know, I'm an actor. I fucked guys, of course. Just like, yeah, all right, fuck it, whatever. He's still Bane to me.
Oh yeah. What is the name of? Hey, this is a good point. What is the name of the movie he's in? Where I think he's a boxer.
Warrior.
The fighter.
He's a fighter.
Oh,
him and his brother. It's called Warrior.
Okay, I got to see that.
Warrior.
Because I've watched the part where the guy wants someone to spar with his fighter, and Tom Hardy comes up and he's like, "I'll do it."
Yeah, just smashes his shit right there.
Yeah, and then they diss him, like they totally rag on him, like he's not good enough, and then he fucking kicks that guy's ass. So that video, the reason I know the video is because have you ever heard the expression that some of the people on the internet, the way they talk on the internet, what they prove to me when they say some of the shit they say on the internet is they've never actually been in a fight.
Go for it.
The way that some people talk. I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like they
specifically?
Like when they get all like, you know, social media bullying and like they start talking shit to other people online, and they start saying shit up to people online, and they, like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Bring it. Go ahead, bring it.
See, but I think that some of the way that some of those people, like they must never have had their ass kicked, because they say some shit. I'm like, I'm gonna give you my address, and I dare you to come over. Oh, I live in Ramona, California, by the way. If anybody's listening and gets offended by what I'm saying, trust me. I grew up outside of New Orleans. I got you. You want to go? You want to throw down? Let's go. I'm a sweetheart. I look like the girl next door, but don't even go there. I'm savage. I got it. I got you.
I'm like that Indian from Last Mohicans. I'll cut your heart out. I'll end your line.
Ooh, that's a good game. Let's play that one. What are the most cutthroat lines from movies that you can think of? Like you would just like the one. Anybody else got one? Mine would be "Step Away from Her, Bitch" by Ripley.
Step away from her, you bitch. You gotta say it like her. You can't just be like, step away from her.
Step away from her, you bitch.
There you go. Hey, step away from her, you bitch. So,
yeah, that doesn't really go. It doesn't really go. It's not as
delivery.
effective.
No.
Yeah, it's all about tone and delivery. You're right. Okay, who else has one? I feel like we've stolen Peter's show. Is Peter even still here? I'm just kidding.
He left. He went.
I'm here.
Poor Peter.
We don't know how to do
in the
this.
back room playing with the hats. You know.
Oh my God! Are you doing Catwoman? Oh, I want to see. I want to see.
I'm not doing Catwoman.
What do you think? I want to see what you're saying. Is it Batman? Oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking bad.
Fucking
Put
Batman.
it full screen it for a sec.
Full screen.
Full
I
screen
don't know how.
Full screen.
You don't know how. Click solo
I'll
layout.
figure it out. Hold
Yeah,
on.
enough of this badass Barton
Ooh.
shit.
See, I like the chains in this. I love the chains. I drew some chains in my book, and they're not anywhere near as good.
Why is it not?
I don't want to
Mine
look at this too much because then I'll kill myself.
My chains in my book were also
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
Oh.
Ooh, I like this.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, that was it?
And show me Matt's.
that was
Show
it,
me.
Pete.
Show me yours. I'll show you
Uh,
Beep, beep,
mine.
boop, pew.
Matt, are you painting too?
Because
Are you hand painting?
I'm just using that and a marker.
Are those what are those? What are those? I just found that. Are they Copic? What's
Nah,
that called?
I have a cousin in Tennessee that works at the Prismacolor factory, and so he sends me
Okay.
markers.
He steals them.
Yo, man, give me some of them markers, man.
Yeah,
then
because
this
I
is
have other than the ink thing I was talking about, so those are prism. I've seen those when I've been shopping. Oh
Yeah.
here. So this is
I have
these.
these.
It's a pregnant woman and a man, and they're being born out of a tree.
Oh, okay.
This looks familiar. I think I've seen your artwork before.
I think you watched me paint once on YouTube, probably. I've been this piece. I started sketching this piece probably a month or so ago, and I'm now finally painting it. I saved it for last because. Huh?
you were working on that on my channel. You were working on that on my channel.
No, I was doing a different piece the day you and I were painting together. It was very similar to this, but
Or
Oh, okay.
the one I was doing
well,
when I was
maybe
with
you were working on that
was the
when
one-
you had me on your channel.
No, the reason you probably are thinking they're similar, or is because they are very similar. Because the other one is the one where the woman was free out of a bird cage. She's half bird, and she's free out of a bird
Yeah.
cage, and there's broken chains, and so it's
I remember
similar.
that one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is similar to this piece.
I'll go find the video proof.
Okay.
And send it to you later.
Okay. I'll prove you wrong.
You know what? I might. Yeah.
Prove
and
me
I-
wrong, children.
Prove me wrong, baby. I got you. He's like, I got you, boo. I'm gonna go prove you wrong. No, please, seriously. You're gonna make me prove you wrong. Hold on. Because look, this is. Hold on. I actually finished the painting part. This is the one I was working on. I'm pretty sure this is the one I was working on. If you want to see it.
Yeah, I remember that one from Peter's stream.
This is the one I just recently
Yeah.
did.
The one with the bird cage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they're illustrations
Right. Yeah.
that go along with it. Yeah. Hey, you know what? The fact that we're having this debate is exactly why I do my art the way I do it, because I don't have any pieces that are the same as another. And it's kind of why I like it. Corey, hi. Is that our Corey in chat?
No, it's
Corey
so
Barton?
completely different impersonating.
Is that a
me.
different Corey?
Oh, is that Curry Kerr? I can't see the chats on this.
But yeah, like
Oh.
I was telling Peter, so you guys, I want to redeem myself, I hope. So I was telling Peter that like you guys blow my mind, because I mean, one, I'm not at that skill level. I'm not at anywhere near that skill level. But by the same token, like the idea of doing art the same way one day and then do the same characters or do the same thing the next, it just, my head can't wrap around that. Okay, I just can't. Like whatever, and it's just I've learned I've learned to accept it. I've learned to be okay with it. I like, you know, it's probably why I'm still single. I like as much variety in my men, so I guess it makes sense that my art's this way. I don't know. But anyway, the point I'm getting at is you guys impress me so much that you can do what you do. It's just a difference in thought. I think it's a difference in the way our brains are built.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's probably women out there that can do sequential art just fine. I have no interest in it. I want to find. I actually.
How do you think you're?
What?
I was going to ask. How do you think you're capable of doing that, Matt?
How do you think I'm capable of doing it?
Oh, you want me to tell them about the thing I said about how? I said that I think the reason that comics are more male dominated, and even though yes, there are women in comics, but I think it's so male dominated because men are better at math historically. You guys
I'm
have
pretty bad at math.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm terrible at math.
I've never been an artist that's good at
all the
math.
guys on the streams like you're wrong, Dory. You've got your theory is wrong. I think that okay, well then I'll put it like this. I think there's something analytical about the male brain that works for sequential art.
Oh, maybe.
We're too irrational. I mean, okay, I'm gonna probably piss off some feminists out there, and I really don't give a fuck because I'm not. I am the true meaning of a feminist. The feminists nowadays don't even know what a feminist actually fucking means. Here's my. This is the.
Channel.
I know, Peter. Peter, did I tell you this joke when we were on your stream, my feminist
that's
one?
That's Peter's demographic.
It's feminist.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I want to put the disclaimer in your live video that this is the Amazon beauty speaking in her persona of stand-up comedy. I will buy into a woman telling me she's a feminist the day that she will sign up and be okay for co-ed prisons.
Okay.
If she thinks women and men are equal, if she really thinks men and women should be equal, then put us in the yard together. That's just what I'm saying. That's all.
Well, they
put them in the yard.
They sort of are already doing that. You know, if you're a dude, you say that you're a woman, you can go straight to their prison.
Well, I don't know why anyone would want to do that. Is the point?
That might backfire, so I wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, did they have? I saw something today where they were doing some co-eding prison, and somebody ended up pregnant.
It's just the point I'm getting at is that. Okay, now
I'm gonna. Dudes and a bunch of chicks. You put them in a locked building. You just start fucking.
Let's go back to talking about movies because I'm going to get into my diva world and then I'm probably going to really just get all over the place and I'll lose every follower I have and nobody's going to want me. But the truth is that women are superior. Women are superior. I go here anyway. Women are men. We are the creators. We actually are the ones that birth the babies. You guys are not who you think you are. I'm sorry to tell you, but burst your bubble.
We're not necessary.
Yes, you are. We need your seed. We need your seed. Of course, you're necessary. I'm just saying that we are superior.
You can just raise it.
What I'm saying is we're superior. I'm not saying we don't need you. Anyway, okay. I am the daughter. I'm here to have babies and cook and clean and make sandwiches.
What kind of sandwich?
Well,
hey Pete, I'm gonna show you this Batman I drew a while ago. Kind of look like yours.
Have you guys ever seen the meme of the little girl from that badass?
I don't know if you can see
movie, the one with Nick Cage. What's the name of that movie? The Nick Cage movie where his daughter is kick-ass.
Fucking Kick-Ass.
That's cool, Frank.
Hit Girl.
Yes, Kick-Ass, right? Isn't that the name?
Yeah, that's the name.
There's a meme where she goes up to her dad. She goes up to her dad in the meme and she says, "What do you do if a guy tells you to make him a sandwich?" Have you seen this meme? And Nick Cage says, Then you need to go get him a fucking sandwich. Why am I
haven't seen that.
It's a meme, okay? It's a meme. It's not in the movie. Anyway, I love that scene. I love that meme, excuse me. It's not in the movie. But to answer your question about what kind of sandwich, whatever, if that was a real question from a man I was dating, the answer would be, what do you want, babe? That's your answer. But if I can get up and go make you a sandwich, your job is not done.
Unless you just wobble back and forth down the hallway.
Peter, you can kick me out of your stream at any minute if I go too far. I'm sorry. I can see it now tomorrow.
I'm fine.
You're the girl, that Dory girl that was on Peter's stream. She's fucking crazy.
You know what I said last time?
What, sweetie? What? What'd you say?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
No, you can go back and listen to it.
It's a good point. I will tell you though, I make jokes about making jokes about. I make jokes about. I'm like talking over myself. I think I'm getting tired, but I make jokes about people getting mad at me. But the truth and reality is that if I woke up tomorrow famous because of some ratchet shit I said online, fucking A, I'll high five myself. I've been the Amazon beauty for 15 years. Okay. I have used that persona on stage. I've used it on Twitter. I don't have a huge following, not at all. But I actually got my Facebook page stripped from me by Facebook because of some stuff that, my willingness to be ratchet is the point. And so, when I meet other comics and they tell me they're funny, I go, yeah, but are you so funny that Facebook decided that you were not the Amazon beauty? Because they tried to tell me that I was impersonating someone else and that I wasn't really the Amazon beauty. And I'm like, I'm the Amazon beauty. I don't know who this chick is telling you she is, but no. That's pretty funny.
Did you come here tonight thinking you're going to hang out with a bunch of comics?
With a bunch of comics? I just knew that you would be here.
Instead of comic creators. Yeah, a bunch of comics.
Oh. Well, I think Matt should probably do
all these comics.
Actually stand up. Like, he probably could totally do stand up.
Yeah, Matt.
I think so too, but it just depends on I need the topics. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm just sitting here, I'm just like, I don't know, like write a joke. Like, write a joke. I can't, but if I was on stage and somebody was like, hey, like when I do Lola's midnight show, she throws out topics. So when she throws out topics, then I have something to start riffing on and
improv.
Yeah. I'm much better at that.
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's do this. What's a bad joke that you remember that you could tell?
What's green and smells like pork?
What?
I was going to say,
go, guys. I'll see you later.
Fun Corey's out.
All right, Corey.
Lots of work to do.
Right,
thanks for coming on.
You didn't get to hear the punchline.
That's why he's leaving.
That's a bad joke.
Oh, do we even have people watching anymore? Nobody's in comments. So do we have a following anymore? Did we chase everybody out of here? I'm just saying.
What's green and smells like pork?
Oh my God, what?
Kermit's finger.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I remember telling my parents that when I was in 5th grade, not having any fucking clue what it meant, and just telling it to them because I saw the reaction. Just yeah, that's a good one. I don't know what it means, but it was good.
That's the first time I found out what puta meant. Frank, I had a friend tell me.
I know what it is.
This is what she says to me. She goes, tell this person, tu madre es una puta.
Oh.
And I said, and I didn't, yes, I know. I didn't know what I was saying. I know what it means now. It's bad. It's bad.
Should I translate?
No, we don't need that. Poor, Peter might want to monetize this someday.
Yeah, and I'll get canceled. I have a family-friendly channel.
I'm the one that said it. Just mind, let them know. That was Dory. That was not me. You can put it on me. I'm good. So I was thinking, like what I was saying about, like, if I wake up tomorrow and something ratchet I said on the internet goes viral, like, all I could do to that is maybe, like, say high five. Like, woohoo, I'm famous. It's kind of like some of those pictures that were taken of me on Biloxi Beach when I was 19. If they surface someday and some of you guys get to see them, all I can tell you is you're welcome. I'm just saying. Although I must tell you guys, some of your comics and some of your art makes me want to create an OnlyFans just so I can afford to buy more art.
Somebody was showing me that they're trying to get artists now on OnlyFans.
They're trying to get honest. Well, they have
artists.
Artists. Yeah,
they're artists. Yeah.
I know that Tyler from Draw and Talk joked about doing an artist OnlyFans where he's just going to do art.
Legit people on there. There really are. I shouldn't diss it because there are legit people on it.
Okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was all porn, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so did I, and I still talk about it like it's true.
I mean, the majority of it is, right? I mean,
exactly,
and that's what it's known for.
There's people like me that unapologetically will tell you that I don't care how legit they make it. I'm always going to think of it that way. I will probably always think of it.
It's like every site out there wants to be everything eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, and then I mean, I do legit that is only kind of half joke, actually. Like, I have really honestly seen some artwork and some books and some things that really truly make me think I should just go get that OnlyFans, just bite the bullet. I can turn all these private messages I get from guys into an actual business. I mean, why am I even fighting this?
Yeah, why are you even talking to us? You should be setting it up right now.
Like, I'm just saying, fellas, you should feel lucky that I'm even here with you for free. I'm just saying, like, I could totally go make a business off of that list of guys in my PM right now.
Well, if Peter gets monetized, he can make money off this one.
I can only get monetized if you subscribe to my channel. Give it a like.
We're still working to get your followers up to the point where you can do that, right? Can you get subscribers now, Peter?
Yeah. Can I get
subscribers? You can't get monetized.
All you have to do is hit the button.
Okay.
But can
just subscribe.
Get monetized? Not at the moment.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna lagging, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the flashcard I was working on earlier.
Yeah. Then maybe I'll just, I'll reserve all of my, like, out of this world craziness for your show. So if people have to come to Peter's channel to get the Amazon Beauty doing art with Peter, like, we'll make a whole thing out of it. Dory the Amazon Beauty talks sex on your show. I'm just kidding.
On Peter Palmiotti.
Oh my God. I'm going to just say that it's the male energy of the internet room right now that's got me in my head.
We're just here drawing.
Yeah, for a woman like me, the geek artist girl, that is way sexier than a fucking porn ever could be, to be honest with you. Leonard Nimoy was the first love of my life. I was fucking watching. Oh, I was a little girl that didn't even know what it meant to lust after a man yet, and I was all over Mr. Nimoy, man. I was so in love with him.
He's
He was
pure
actually one
energy.
of my childhood heroes, like one of my idols. Spock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That Bilbo Baggins song that he did, that was pretty hot.
Yeah. Bilbo.
Bilbo,
Bilbo Baggins.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, they had audio clips in what is it, Erasure song with Leonard Nimoy going pure energy.
Pure energy.
Well,
Bam,
oh no,
bam,
that's
bam,
right.
bam, 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 bam.
They took it. They took it from the
I
show.
wanna
from Star Trek.
know.
That's right.
What you're
Is that
thinking.
Leonard Nimoy? Wait a minute.
Tell me what's on your mind.
Yeah.
The pure energy?
Pure
Is
energy. Bam, bam,
that
bam.
Leonard?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
didn't-
Leonard.
See, I gotta go. I think I know what I know about Mr. Nimoy, but I don't know everything, and that's sad. I just ordered.
That's why you love
don't
him. You
know.
just keep learning more and more about him, and it's just like,
Yeah,
you amazing dead man. You just keep revealing yourself to me.
I just ordered. I spent. I'm gonna totally ignore that.
Revealing yourself as you decompose in your coffin, you reveal more layers to your corpse.
Okay, so I have this. I have an improv. You know, let me throw some improv at Matt. Okay.
Shrimp.
Topics to make fun of or topics to find humor in. I was trying to think of one. I have. Oh my god!
Don't say leukemia. Don't say leukemia. Don't
No.
say leukemia.
I'm not gonna say leukemia. It just made me laugh.
And
so
Frank.
Who?
Uh,
We cannot make fun of the blind. I won't allow it. That's point.
She's
Aunt
not
Frank
blind.
wasn't blind.
Sure.
The poor girl was hiding in the attic with her family in Amsterdam, and the Nazis came and fucking.
I thought Anne Frank was blind. Oh, am I thinking of the
No,
other
that's
chick?
Helen Keller. That's
Helen
Helen
Keller.
Helen
There we
Carter.
I get them confused.
They're good.
Get right, Corey.
Helen Bottom Carter.
I'm terrible. Okay, ghosting.
They're a good
Matt.
friend.
Yeah,
Ghosting.
ghosting. It's the worst. What
That's
about
your
it?
joke? That's your joke?
It's the worst. I've had it happen, and I've had it. It's a lot harder to do it now. Everybody can just like digitally crawl up your hoop. But back in the day, it was like way easier to just be like, "Who is this?" You know, some girl would call you on the phone, and you'd be like, I don't know. Okay, bye bye." And you just ignore them. I don't know. I don't know anything about ghosting. I don't know. It's not very fun. It's sad. It's kind of mean. It's shitty.
I think it's a chicken shit coward's way out of something that is really should be really simple. It should be really simple to say to someone, I'm just not feeling this. I'm just not interested. This isn't working for me. There's a million ways you can let someone down.
Yeah. See, that's not funny. There's nothing funny about it. It's fucking depressing. It's sad. It's just like, yeah.
Okay.
You think about that one chick, you're like, yeah, that one chick, she fucking totally ghosted me. I remember buying her like new sheets and shit. They were like really nice, like Egyptian cotton. I thought I was gonna fuck her on their sheets, and then she was fucking call me like this. I hope she fucking becomes a ghost for those fucking sheets I bought her, fucking bitch.
You just reminded me of a stupid fucking ex who, like, when we started dating, he bought brand new sheets, and then later tried to say that I was not the reason he bought sheets. I needed the sheets anyway, and like tried to play it off as because God forbid he get
more than one case.
Or God forbid he owned the fact that the only reason this bachelor guy went out and bought brand new sheets was because of me, because he bought them when we started dating and I started coming over and I was there. So he bought new sheets.
Yep.
But then tried to tell me that I wasn't. He basically, this was after like the breakup and shit, and he's like saying that I just needed the sheets anyway, or some shit. I don't even remember how he said it. I was like, you gotta fucking be kidding me! You're gonna pull that shit now? You're gonna try to hurt me?
He meant you specifically. Like, you're not specifically the reason any new girlfriend would have done. He would have done that for her.
Oh, well, that's probably accurate too, to be truthful. Yeah. I'm not necessarily going to buy new sheets for a guy, but I'll definitely wash my bedding. I'm definitely going to, we're not going down on some old shit I haven't washed in a week or two.
You like make sure the pillows match?
Of course.
I mean, you show up and like they got like different pillowcases, and it's like, nah.
Okay.
That's not a keeper. That's like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah. This is going to be sexist and ages. If a girl doesn't have a proper bedding set that has an actual sham system with the skirt and the everything matchy, then yeah, no, we can't. That's open. Yeah, no. That's not a keeper at all.
You can't have a Star Trek pillowcase with a Star Wars bedsheet.
That's blasphemy, Peter.
Yeah, what's funny about that? I might be
fucking Lord of the Rings comforter.
I might be the only chick in the world that would be okay with dating a guy that had. If I met a guy with actual Star Trek bedding, I don't know. I think I'd probably be okay with this.
Yeah, what if it was on a fucking race car bed? Or fucking, do you like my bed? It's shaped like the Galileo space shuttle.
It's the Knight Rider
bed.
bed.
If it was shaped like Bumblebee, I think I could be on board with this. Tell me about your character.
I got shop for a new bed and new sheets. Hold on.
You get that ship from the Great Space Coaster. You get that made.
Did you hear what I said? That it would be maybe okay if it was Bumblebee from Transformers?
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm going to go buy the bed right now.
Okay, because those sheets would be just fine by me. But hey, Matt, tell me about your character that you're working on right now. Tell me about your comic. I've heard some of it, but I want to know more.
Well, this character that I'm working on right now isn't mine. I'm just like doing this to promote a friend's campaign.
Oh, nice. Is that fan art then?
I'm sorry?
Is that considered fan art?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's fan art. It's for a campaign called Shotgun Samurai. Okay. I like the Quaff. He's a cool guy. But my stuff is Rock and Roll Ninja. And
yes, that's right.
I
know that name.
It's about a group of guys that get involved with ninjas in the early 80s. They're a rock band. They used to be special forces. They come back to New York and they get involved with the ninjas. They get involved with some corporate shit. It's kind of Enter the Ninja, but it's got some Buckaroo Banzai kind of wackiness to it. Obviously, cool. With my assless chaps, because I kind of like to add weird shit into it. Yeah,
I'm all about making it weird.
Yeah, kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like not super funny. Like wacky, but you're definitely doing like double takes of shit, and just having a good time doing it. So it's due in December.
Is it? Do you have a campaign going right now?
Yeah, it's on Indiegogo right now.
Okay.
It's doing pretty good.
You got the link?
You got the link? Interlink?
I think
links
I actually
within links.
No, I'm almost. It would really. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible because it is possible, but I have a feeling I'm already following it.
If you're a fan of your boy Zach, you might be.
Blackheart Man and Night Stars.
Is he from Texas? Your boy Zach?
Tell me.
I don't know if that's where he's originally from. I think that's where he's at right now.
Is the link okay? Then I need the link. What's it called again? No, something ninjas.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll ninjas.
Rock and roll ninja. Take a look. It's my book. It's Rock and Roll Ninja. Rock and Roll Ninja.
Oh my God, are you singing that somewhere where I can find the audio? Because that's genius.
That's
Richard Mayer?
yeah.
Okay. Follow. It says it's in demand.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
demand
In
it.
high demand.
it's nice. I love the Black and White.
I demand this.
If you want to share it to in the stream,
Yeah, I can.
let's
Can I do that? Because I'm on it. I have it on
Yeah,
the screen. Okay, hold on.
hit the share button below, and
I
I'll
got you, boo.
click
I got
on
you.
it. And
I'm gonna call Peter Babe from now on, just so y'all know. Okay, so
Okay.
it's down there,
Yeah.
Peter.
don't get so guys. Okay.
Oh, don't get excited. I call
That's it.
everybody love. Okay, so
I'm out of here.
Rock and Roll Ninja graphic novel. It's a 100-page graphic novel because you
Yeah.
demanded it. So
Yeah.
here's, I want to spread the word. Like, so I do voiceover work. So FYI, anyone needs a sexy female voice, I got you. So what does it say here? 100-page graphic novel about 4 Vietnam veterans who escaped from a ninja clan to pursue their dream of being in a rock band. Created by Richard C. Mayer. Matt, is it Bauer?
Bar.
Bar.
Like raising the bar.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I always like to ask. I try not to assume I know the pronunciation.
I butcher names. I butcher them.
Chuck Dixon. Story by Richard C. Mayer and Chuck Dixon. So you did all the artwork then?
Yeah. Yeah. And some of the story.
No offense to Richard and Chuck, whoever you guys are, but I'm the artist who like gravitates towards the art guys. I'm like, let me see the art.
You don't know who these guys are?
No, I'm new to comics. I'm new to this world. I'm not a comic book person.
Chuck Dixon
Say.
he's a writer who's worked on The Punisher. He's worked on Wolverine. He's worked on Batman.
nice.
He actually created Bane.
Ooh, very nice.
And he's done some other stuff. So yeah, he's a homeboy of Mayor's. He works on a lot of Mayor stuff.
We just tweeted this out, and So I'm quitting my day job August 20th. Otherwise, I would be able to do a whole heck of a lot more stuff and shopping and generosity and stuff than I have been. But I definitely will make sure other people are extremely aware.
Appreciate it.
You want to play the video? I don't know.
Yeah, is this a video at the top?
Sound to come through?
Dude, there's no video to it.
There's no video.
Richard was like, "No, we don't need a trailer."
No video. Okay.
There's no video.
Okay.
No.
He's like, "We don't need a video." He's like, "It's not going to affect sales." I was like, "All right."
But I will show you. I will not make you sit through this whole thing. But can you guys see this? This is me.
Okay. You're the one with the mustache and beard?
No, that's Pops.
That's a,
It's fucking Gandalf.
You guys know who Pops is.
I know who Pops is.
Is he from Duck Dynasty?
And I know what you look like.
I've seen him on Neff's streams. He's been on there.
Well, what was I
He's
gonna
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one who threw it out there one day. We were talking about how, I've been painting on canvas for a while now, and but I knew at some point I wanted to get around to illustrating these children's books that I have. And I just randomly said it one day in conversation, and Pops said, you should illustrate your poetry or something like that. I don't even remember how he put it exactly, but that turned into creating a graphic illustrated haiku series where I took the haikus and I illustrated them using, there's each haiku in the book has 2 pieces of art. There's a single page of art, and then there's a story panel page that tells the story or tells the lines of the haiku broken out in the 3 lines with three pieces of, or 3 images of art. So that's what my campaign is. In pre-launch right now. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
It's
have
in-
a link?
Oh,
Sign up.
yeah. It's I was trying to be all humble, throw it up, but
If I were
throw
in
it
the
up.
chats, I would have been throwing up already.
You're so funny. I don't know. Can I put? Where do I even put it? I can't comment here.
You can put it in. You can put it in the private chat, and I'll put it in the real
Oh,
chat.
that's a good point. That's a good point. So I was earlier when Matt was talking about. I wonder if this would work. Can you see my wall, Matt?
Yes.
Those are kind of more what I do. That's really genuinely what I mostly do. I do these, very abstract realist type things that are, not meant to really represent anything like specific other than what I conceive, like out of my head, this imagination that I have. And then, and I put it on canvas. That's primarily what I do. And so doing that thing where I sat down with those haikus, I had written these haikus last year in a workshop because I'm trying to become a better poet. And I wanted to learn some of the poetry forms because I've always written my poetry in this like free prose way that doesn't have any rules. And I wanted to teach myself to let myself have, because I don't like rules. I hate rules. Fuck rules. When it comes to art, that's just been my attitude. So it was kind of foreign to me to think of doing my poetry into a form. So I never did. But then I like the only thing for me, and this is just my opinion, that's going to make me a better poet or a better artist is to step out of the comfort zones,
Yeah.
And that's why. So I did this workshop last year. It was supposed to be a daily thing. And you get this prompt. And you're supposed to write a haiku using the prompt. So I did 10 out of 30. I did not finish the 30. But I did. So they were perfect. It was perfect because when Pop said that day, I was like, oh, well, because this painting I'm doing right now is for a book. It's for a poetic storybook that I'm doing called This Is Not Emotional Burlesque. And it's about being naked emotionally. And the whole book is about the vulnerability of the human spirit and getting vulnerable with each other. And the haikus were actually going to be in this book. And I'm like, oh, well, let me start with the haikus. And I do the haikus and it turns into this thing where, it literally was like a runaway fucking horse. I swear to God. I did the single images for them, and then I sat there and I'm watching all of these comic book guys and all of these wonderful people that I'm meeting and all these artists that are doing their stuff in this different way. And I thought up to myself, I'm like, I could illustrate the haiku on a panel page. Like that just came to me one day. And so then I did it.
Right.
So each haiku has 2 pieces of art to it in the book. So there you go. There's my pitch. Is that what you guys call that?
Yeah. I like writing haikus. Right? Is it 757? Is that the traditional?
It's 575.
Okay. 575.
Well, get this. There's a tier in my campaign where someone can have me write them a haiku personalized to them, and it'll be in volume 2. And I thought about offering another tier where they could write the haiku and I would do the art to the haiku and it would still be in volume 2. I considered, to kind of get someone, like, would someone want to do that? Would someone want to like have their haiku illustrated and put in a volume, the second volume? Like, would you pay for that?
Somebody who's into them, I would think so. Yeah.
If you're into them, anyway, like
not like me, but if you're into the, not me though, but if you're into the,
like you ask a room full of men, especially, do you like poetry? And you hear a pin drop, man. It's crazy. It's pretty funny.
Well, everybody has their own taste, whatever.
Let's do poetry, guys.
Yeah. Well, I've admitted, What?
Actually, I like poetry. I used to write poetry, but it was like lame old, like high school. Like, oh, I love her
It's
eyes, or like I don't know, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
but I've been
it's
yeah, but
it's
I've been wanting to go back into it, but I might do a haiku. I might
Well,
get
it's
that
true.
cleared.
a lot of people have probably written poetry and didn't realize they were. If you've ever written anything as a writer, you've probably written a segment of text that could totally be called a poem. You may not know that, you know. Like I didn't know there was a name for, like, I did a couple of poetry pieces in my last book that I had no idea that they actually had a name for them. They're called story poems, where it's poems. It's a poem, but it's a poem that actually tells the story of someone or something. And I had no idea that that was an actual niche segment or form type of poem.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so that was kind of cool. Finding out that I already. But my next project to learn a new type of poem is sonnets. I want to learn how to do an actual sonnet
Okay.
because I love Shakespeare. I'm that girl that could read Shakespeare, and I didn't need it interpreted for me. So I want to learn how to write a sonnet.
Cool.
so
What's Shakespeare? I'm just kidding.
don't worry.
We're over
I
to
like
you.
big poems, and I
Do you
cannot
like
lie.
the poems you cannot lie?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they also have what's called epic poems. And did you know, you guys, that there are some comic books out there? There's already graphic illustrated comic book people doing poetry in comic books with illustrations that
Oh yeah.
I'm not new. Like that, I'm so not even unique. It's not a new concept at all. So
The guy that wrote Sandman, he was doing a lot of like poetry stuff, right? In the
mhm.
comic book. I forgot his
Neil
name. Neil
Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want that comic book actually. I actually did. I'm not, admittedly, the only reason I know what it is because I love the TV show Lucifer, and that they basically based that TV character on the character from Sandman, from what I read on the internet. Like, because there's a lot of interpretations of Lucifer that have happened over the years, but the one they
Right.
used for that TV show was Sandman. The guy, I guess it's not like, I don't know what, I'm not a comic person, so I don't know what Sandman he's in, but that character,
Well,
Lucifer,
there was a
is somewhere
there
in
was
that series.
the DC series called Lucifer, and that's
Oh, okay.
taken from that.
Was it like what they call a spinoff? Is that what that is? I don't know.
Not a
what you guys-
spin-off. It's like it's a movie. It's a
Well, a
You know,
spin-off of the comic.
not necessarily.
Does-
No, it's not a spin-off.
No,
Is this
yeah,
the
you're right.
Lucifer an
It's
actual
a
comic,
character
or I thought? Okay.
No, I think I get what Peter's saying because Lucifer is a
based
character
off
on
of-
it,
Yeah.
right?
Based
I mean,
off the
Lucifer
comic book.
existed long before that. Like that comic book didn't
Right.
create Lucifer. Is the point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking if the TV series was.
Well,
Taken from
it's
the
based from the comic character
Yeah,
that's
correct.
in that's
It's
Sandman.
not.
That's
Yeah. So the TV
Right,
show is
right,
not
yeah.
a direct. Yeah. So what? This is Google. This is as according to the internet, not Dory, for anyone who's listening. The TV show was not a representation of the comic book. However, they did loosely base the Lucifer in the TV show from the comic book version of Lucifer from Sandman. That's what I read. They
Okay.
wanted it to mimic or be similar to him. Is it exact? I don't think so. I don't know. I've never read the comic books. I've watched every single episode of that show.
Okay, so I'm figuring we can end this soon. So I want to make sure to get in plugs and to each and everyone here. Let's see. First, I'll do this. This is what I was working on. If it works.
Ooh, giving him wings?
Click. Yeah, there it goes.
That's rad.
No, that's just Black Knight. That's this moon.
I love how you
But
did
it's like I haven't memorized the symbol on his chest. I was thinking of a couple of different ones, so I just want a more reference, which I don't have in front of me. But yeah, I just sort of doodled this. It's not accurate. It's like his head's too tall, his body's too stumpy. But you know,
I have to tell you,
I
Peter,
haven't
that's
drawn in a while.
sexy as all get out when the guy goes, I just doodled those. And I'm looking at this,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this, and I'm just like my jaws dropped. Like if I had the camera on me, it would look real sexual. Like my jaws all dropped, and I'm like, wow, you know. And you're all, oh, it's just my doodle.
I just sketched this.
You know.
You know,
I
I just had some
I
time.
did it in almost 2.5 hours. So yeah, it's not a quick doodle. But
And he's not. He's
He
not.
took his time.
I'll show you a quick doodle. This is what I did on Dory's suggestion.
Ooh, the Phoenix. I love that color. I love your colors that you used. Yep.
Very nice.
I'm still gonna add more red on the wings and stuff. But yeah, I thought.
And don't forget that yellow is a good contrast when you want to make reds and oranges seem way like super fiery bright. Yellow is a good one to put in there. It'll help bring that out.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah.
Sometimes
So
you
you want
I'll do that.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a pastel.
So you want me to sign up, Peter?
Do your plugs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll start it off since I'm right here on screen.
Okay.
My name is Frank Salazar, aka Captain Goggles. You can find me on Salazar Art Nation and the Truckle Creative Cast. We are interviewing Javier Hernandez tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central with my co-host Anna Robb, who also does comics and also does some poetry. So you want to find out more about that? Tune in tomorrow, and you can check out my stuff on Instagram. You can check out. I have a Gumroad in. It should be in my Instagram and in my channel description. I got links there, so you want to check out some of the digital comics that I've done. And I am going to be putting up some indie comics on Etsy, so keep an eye out for that. And that is all.
Okay. Excellent.
Matt, your turn.
And we have Mr. Matt Barr.
What's going on, guys? Oh, I was just over here just doodling this. No big deal.
Oh, just sketching.
Just no big deal. You know, just whatever. Just making panties cream. You know, no big deal. Shaka, I did this one. That's a little bit of nip tweaking right there. Then I started this and it's like slightly different. So I had to do two of them. So here's the other one that I did real quick.
Very
there you
cool,
go.
very
That's what
I love it.
You could see me on Twitter. Yes.
I know this one you said was for you were doing it as, you know, because it's for this is not your character.
Right.
What about the other one? Is the other one your friend's character too?
Yeah. Because I said, hey, you know, if you follow his campaign, I'll do a sketch for you. And like two guys sent it to me at the same time, so I'm just drawing like the same character, and then I'll send it to these two dudes.
So what do I need to get a sketch again? Shameless
website on screen.
You could have this one.
You're so sweet. I would be happy with just having a picture of it. I can print it, but I look that. Oh, that's rad. Okay, yeah, you can send me that.
Yeah.
I'll send. Wait, how does this sound? I'll send you a piece of original art if you send me a piece of original art. Like, do you guys do that? Do you guys do that with each other?
That. I do. Yeah, I'm actually sending off some mini comics to a couple of guys, and some of them send me some comics, and someone send me some DVDs. So I do art trades if you want to do that.
I'll be doing that more in the future. It's like I got packages to send out already, so.
Oh my god!
I gotta get on those.
Okay, so go back to Matt because Matt, I don't think Matt was done.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done. That was it. That was it.
We're
You can see me on Twitter. You can
that's his,
see my
that's
stuff
his
at Rock and Roll
spiel.
Ninja. Say,
Yep.
yep,
Check out his IGG.
please. Appreciate it.
Google.
My
Iggy
pleasure.
go go.
Oh,
Instagram,
what am I
Graham.
doing? Oh.
It's your turn, Peter.
Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Okay.
Oh, that's so rad.
No, it's Dory. I dropped
I
her
know.
out,
Oh, Dory.
out of the stream. So
Did you just sketch
putting
that,
her on the
Dory?
main screen.
No, so this is this actually where is, let's see, original. So I did
It's a facsimile.
Original herbs and spices.
this was actually a painting. This is a recreation of a painting that I had done probably about 6 or 7 years ago. The painting itself is like this huge paper art that I have. It's actually in my portfolio. I still have it. Tonight I painted a copy of the original. This is the original. So what I did is I took the painting. I took the painting I had and I recreated it on a smaller piece of paper. The original is what do you guys use? Like those it's not 11 by 17. It's bigger than that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a big piece. And I recreated it. I just kind of winged it. And I decided to leave this one the way it is in case someone wants it like that. And then I have this, I'll have a painted version as well. And these are in the book that when I'm done with it, it'll be the 4th book I will have done this year. And it's called This Is Not Emotional Burlesque. And it's an epic poetry collection of poetry, but it's all illustrated. It's the one
poetry.
Yes, to the poetry. It's the first time, other than the haiku series, this is the first time I'm really sitting and conceiving artwork based on the poetry. What is the poetry conveying? I use this one there's like 2, maybe 3 pieces of art in the book that they're representing a poem in the book. And the reason they're in there, even though they're not new pieces of art, they're in there because they convey the message of the poem, if that makes sense. So why fix what's not broken? I only did that with like 3 pieces. Every other piece in the book is new art. All of it's new art, for the most part. Everything. I think I want to say I did 2, maybe 3 that are the same. So yeah, I do all that kind of stuff. That's me. Super new at this whole world of doing anything to where like the art matches any words. That's a new thing for me.
I just started doing comics about a year ago, so I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Dory, check this out. I did a little bit more.
I haven't started yet, actually. I haven't even.
I like that.
I just started right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Fucking Monday, man.
What are you doing? What are you starting tomorrow?
Comic books,
Comics,
drawing. This whole art thing. I'm gonna start taking it seriously on Monday.
Are you making fun of me?
No.
I was gonna say because
Dory,
I'm
how
like,
does this look?
I am like every character in the Breakfast Club movie, which is kind of the whole point of the Breakfast Club. Oh, I like the yellow for sure. But yeah, like that part in the Breakfast Club where I think, who is it? The basket case girl that says, "Are you making fun of me?" or something like that. I can't remember what she says. Don't laugh.
Right, no.
Don't laugh.
That was cheating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I sketched the Breakfast Club. So yeah.
Yeah. Before we go, I wanted to mention the other participant who was here earlier, and throughout most of the stream, you got to see his amazing work. That's Corey Barton. And he's a phenomenal artist. Yeah, and I hope he wasn't offended or bored or repulsed by our conversation.
I think he just had to go to bed early.
Oh my God! I
Yeah.
hope I didn't piss him
No.
off. I hope.
Nah.
If it was me, let me know. Make sure I don't do that again.
He can be found on Twitter and everywhere else. And like he mentioned, his brother has the website howtodrawcomics.net, and he does a book called Kozar, and that's on Indiegogo. I'm not sure if you can get comics copies right now, but just keep follow him, and yeah, he does phenomenal work, and he has a YouTube channel, and he has great guests on where he talks business and shop, unlike here
Nice.
sometimes. We talk movie connections and TV and everything else around here. But yeah, he's a phenomenal artist and a great addition to the whole comic world as we know it. Yeah, I'll probably start making comics tomorrow, just like Matt. I got stuff to learn. So, but thank
always
you all for
learning, always
coming on
learning, man.
tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't.
Man, my internet's going up and down tonight.
I'm gonna stay and be the fangirl who is gonna attach herself to you guys just to learn to be a better artist because you guys are the geniuses. I don't know how you guys just blow me away with your technique and skill. You really do.
What's pork chops? What's that about? Oh.
This is I do screen printing sometimes, and so this is some screen printing that I did. So I re-illustrated Miss Piggy.
That's pretty hot, actually.
With her with her boobie out. There's a version, and I had them embroidered on the front of hats.
You didn't do the Betty Boop getting honey spread all over her by Winnie the Pooh, did you?
No, I didn't. I did do the Oscar the Grouch trash can with the words "glory hole" painted on the side of the trash can.
That's correct.
And then I did one of Ernie giving Bert a blowjob.
Okay.
And it was done with it was done with colored pencils that looked like a on model Sesame Street children's illustration.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
I have
Hey Bert, need a rim job, Bert?
You're not obviously. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're not selling that stuff on T-shirts for women, you have missed a niche because the second I saw that T-shirt on one of those shopping things or whatever, it was Winnie the Pooh, and he's spreading honey all over the boobs of Betty Boop. I was like, add to cart.
Tasty.
So, I'm just saying.
Winnie the Pooh.
He's a good one.
It was just it. Not only is it two of my favorite characters, but it's honey. Who doesn't want honey spread on their boobs? I don't know that chick. I don't know who she is, but she needs to come back. I'll tell her what's up.
There's a cleanup issue, right? I mean, you got to.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say the movie 9.5 Weeks made honey like every woman's wet dream. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
And it helped that it was Mickey Rourke that helped, but still.
Back when he looked like a fucking human.
Yeah, back when he actually looked like Mickey Rourke.
He was a pretty
not Quasimodo.
Oh yeah. There's been a ton of sex scenes and there's tons of porn out there, but there's probably anything quite as sexy as that scene with the honey. Well, the ice scene in the movie might be better than the honey, but still, it's up there.
Right. Yeah,
top what? Top 5?
Probably, yeah. At least for me.
I gotta tell you, the Monster Ball scene.
Yes. Oh yeah, Halle
yeah.
Berry.
It's pretty bueno.
Yep.
But do you think it's because it's Halle, or what happens in the scene? That's my question.
Oh, it's
What
absolutely
happened?
Holly. I mean, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, if it was just like
Peter
if it
just
was
say what
if it was
happened.
if it was Billy Bob and like fucking
He
Delta
went out.
Burke or something, like it
Oh,
may not have been as fucking hot, you know. Or if it
Yeah.
was like, you know, Billy Bob Thornton and fucking Nell Carter, like it may not have like been as fucking hot as if he,
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. He was married.
Give me a break, give me some dick.
Well, you know, he was married to Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
think-
they had
right?
blood samples
Right.
and shit.
And as hot as she is,
Yeah.
as beautiful as she is, I think even if that scene was her versus Halle, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as hot. That's just my opinion. I think this is what I'm agreeing. And my point is, I'm agreeing with you that it has everything to do with the fact that it was Halle Berry.
She's so hot, man. God
I
damn.
know, right? There's just something about that, and the contrast of them too. Yeah, it's kind of up there with the Morton. What's that Morton guy's name?
Thanks, Michael.
Morton Here's a Who?
No, that's Horton.
Oh.
The Morton guy that was in the one about the horse Hidalgo movie. He's in this.
Vigo.
Yeah, that guy, Viggo Mortensen. He's in a movie where him and the chick are on the stairs. I know.
Yes.
Peter's,
History of Violence.
yes. And Peter's trying to
we can talk more after the show. So,
Okay, so